Why do we love football? It's because out there, on that pitch, we're all the same. This was the slogan that the Union of European Football Association came up with in 2018 to promote equality, inclusion, and diversity in a sport that still, too many times, witnesses discrimination and abuses. If added to many previous awareness campaigns, it can be said that the commitment of major football associations to solve such controversies from a playing and environmental standpoint is unquestionable. However, the power of those in charge allows them to control also the bureaucratic process that lies behind the beautiful game that we see, making, especially in the last few years, decisions that are slowly killing the sport. As a player, but as a football fan first, I cannot let this happen. This is the reason why, if I was to be named president of the FIFA, the International Federation of Football Association, my primary goal would be to free the sport from all the regulations that are transforming it into a mere business and to bring it back to the purest essence of the game we all used to be amazed by. As mentioned before, football is equality. Well, it is supposed to be until the board of directors finds itself dealing with money. A lot of money. Nowadays, the more a club pays to sign a player, the better. The fact is that very few clubs, I would say only the most economically powerful, can afford to spend such amount of money during transfer windows, creating a huge disparities if compared to smaller teams that just have like 10 millions of dollars as a transfer budget. This is why the first change I will make as a FIFA president will be setting a budget as well as a wage limit every club had to stick with. Juventus and Bayern Munich are able to win 10 national championships in a row because they can sign 5 top players per transfer window, each of those worth at least 30 million euros. On the other hand, clubs such as Cologne, Sampdoria, Lecce, and many others, which are struggling under a financial standpoint, would never be able to compete in such a race to sign those golden boys. But what if the amount of money you can spend was limited to $20 million per season, and if you exceed it, you are banned? I bet championship will be way more competitive and players would not seek to transfer only after being offered outstanding salaries. Sticking with the concept of money and economic power, I would like to draw your attention to what has been happening in the last few days. The world of soccer has been turned upside down after the decision of 12 top European clubs to gather together in order to create a new elite championship that will only include the richest and most successful clubs in the history of the game. Fun fact is that most of these clubs are now owned by Middle Eastern oil production companies or Asiatic entrepreneurs, which are quickly trying to outplay each other in terms of the amount of money that they are willing to invest in a club. Then it is not about the game anymore, but all about financial power brought by those who probably don't even know the rules of the sport. The second change I would therefore make would be allowing entrepreneurs and businessmen to only invest in clubs based in their countries of birth. We are now missing the tradition proper of those provincial families that used to build a strong legacy over time, getting their brands to be known around the world as a result of a clear and passionate project that was led by the love for the sport before anything else. What we're allowing, on the other hand, is letting foreigners taking over national and regional realities just to please their will of money spending as a mere hobby. I want to finally focus on the tool that is helping a million of fans to be connected at any time and to follow their loved teams' games everywhere, which is technology. Technology does not only enable fans to watch live streams and clubs to adopt new marketing strategies online. Technologies has also been physically applied to football to help referees making decisions that are as objective as possible. However, I really think we are abusing of this tool in a way that does not make the game enjoyable anymore. I am in favor of the application of the goal line technology, which allows the ref to actually see if the ball entirely crosses the goal line or not. But when it comes to the video system review, that is something I would immediately get rid of. We all know, in fact, how intense is the feeling when celebrating a goal. That feeling that makes us hugging a stranger and feeling like we have been knowing forever. Well, that is not possible anymore because before having a goal allowed, we need to check if the player was onside, if the ball was regularly in play, if there were no fouls before the ball was kicked in, and so many other things. With the application of so much technology, we're not just losing the emotional aspect of the game, but also the human contact. Why do we need linesmen and referees if a robot can easily get a more objective work done? At this point, why do we even need players if robots can perform more accurate and precise plays? Bringing back football as it was in the early 2000s, that would be that would warm the hearts of billions of fans again. In a society that is nowadays oriented towards profit, we are missing the true values of the most beautiful game in the world. This is why while I am waiting to be appointed as FIFA president, I ask you, fans from all over the world, to stand for your local club, to seek the passionate competitions that once used to distinguish our leagues, to look forward to get back the game that was created by the poor and that now is being stolen by the rich.